This is the weekly weather briefing for Monday, March 31st, 2014. This briefing will cover the weather for the upcoming week across the inland Northwest. As always, forecasts are subject to change, so please check our website during the week for updated information. At this time, it does not appear that anything extraordinary is expected this week. Through Thursday, the storm track is expected to be south of our region, which means mainly dry conditions and relatively light winds, at least for this time of year, for eastern Washington and North Idaho. Unsettled weather is expected to return for Friday and Saturday. Look for increasing chances of rain and mountain snow Friday and Saturday. Our typical spring breezy weather will likely return during that time frame as well. There is the potential for a return of drier, mild weather Sunday and Monday. Storm track for the first half of this week is expected to be directed into California. This is good news for the southwestern United States, currently experiencing drought. For Washington and North Idaho, this type of weather pattern typically produces mainly dry weather, light winds, and near average temperatures. We have above average confidence that the weather pattern will become more active Friday and Saturday. The jet stream is expected to migrate northward. A series of low-pressure systems traveling in the fast flow of the jet stream will likely bring periods of rain, high mountain snow, and breezy conditions. This type of weather pattern produces the most significant precipitation over western Washington, the Cascades, and the mountains of North Idaho. There is a good chance that the central Washington rain shadow will limit precipitation amounts in the lee of the Cascades into the Columbia Basin. Most of our computer models are forecasting high pressure Sunday and Monday. Some models are forecasting stronger high pressure than others. In general, we are expecting Sunday and Monday to be drier than Friday and Saturday. But our confidence is only average at this time. If high pressure is weak, like some models suggest, portions of eastern Washington and North Idaho could remain cool and showery into early next week. Here is the latest drought monitor issued last week. According to this map, portions of central Washington continue to experience moderate to severe drought. Even though March and late February have been wet for much of the Pacific Northwest, significant precipitation deficits continue in places like Omak, Moses Lake, and Wenatchee. Many reporting stations in central Washington are 3 to 5 inches below normal since October 1st. Despite shortfalls in seasonal precipitation in central and eastern Washington, the mountains have a good snowpack. Current snow water equivalent values for most of Washington are close to 100%. Values over the Idaho Panhandle and western Montana are actually above average. At this time, these values do not cause any big alarm. However, over the next 2 months, we will be monitoring river levels during the spring runoff season. Like many springs, we will be particularly interested in any early season heat waves or any big warm rain episodes that could cause excessive runoff. We typically see snow water equivalent values peak for the season in early to mid-April. This snowtail graphic is typical of many of our mid-elevation snow sensors around the region. The light blue trace shows the snow water equivalent trace for the average water year at this particular site. During the months of April and May, the snow typically melts, feeding basin creeks and streams. The dark blue trace is the snow water equivalent for this year. Having snow water equivalent values near average in early April is a good sign for our annual water supply. Here is the 8 to 14 day outlook issued by the Climate Prediction Center. This outlook is valid April 8th through the 14th. Forecasters from the CPC have confidence that the western United States, including Washington and Idaho, will be warmer than average during this time period. The outlook for precipitation is for a good chance of below average precipitation during this time frame. Our summary of weather impacts for the inland Northwest calls for no significant improvement of drought conditions in central Washington over the next 7 to 10 days. Our best chance for wet and breezy conditions will likely be Friday and Saturday. The weather systems predicted Friday and Saturday look to be pretty typical for early April. As we reach our early April peak for mountain snowpack, most of the Washington mountains have near average snow water equivalent values. The mountains of North Idaho are slightly above average, and the mountains of western Montana are 20 to 40% above average. Here is how you can stay informed and get the latest information from the National Weather Service. Check out our Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube accounts.